Whenever we think of the Jougan, we think of Tonori, as Tonori was heavily involved in the awakening of the Jougan. But now Tonori has been stopped. He has been stopped by Urashiki in episode 53 because of what he did to Boruto. When Urashiki meets up with Tonori, he tells him that they are aware of what he has been doing. He tells him that the clan knows of what he did to that boy, and that boy is Boruto. So what exactly did Tonori do to Boruto? There are theories that Tonori stole the Jougan from the Otsutsuki god and gave it to Boruto. I don't know if I agree with this exactly, but what I do know is that Tonori messed with Boruto's genes to help him awaken the Jougan faster and quicker. And because of that, he was freezed by Urashiki for more than 10,000 years, which is a pretty long time. This also tells us that Tonori helping Boruto awaken the Jougan was something so bad that the clan decided to seal him for 10,000 years. But right before Tonori gave Boruto the Jougan, or helped him awaken it, he said something that hinted to the Jougan and its history. Listen to this.
The comet has entered the constellation of Cancer, the destiny of the stars. The time for the harvest is near. And as I thought, he is the key.
So what exactly is Tonori saying? The comet has entered the constellation of Cancer. This symbolizes that a specific time has arrived, the time of harvest. In addition, it is just like your zodiac sign, as your zodiac sign represents the time where a specific constellation occurred, meaning that if you're a Cancer, you were born during the Cancer constellation. Then Tonori talks about the destiny of the stars. This is very interesting because every time Tonori refers to Boruto, he calls him or represents him as a star. This means that people who have the ability to awaken the Jougan or who already have it are referred to as stars. This is very interesting, as if he is talking about the destiny of multiple stars, this means that there are multiple people out there with the Jougan. But now the question is, how many Jougan users are there? So if you go back to the constellation of Cancer, there are 5 main stars in the constellation of Cancer, meaning that there are 5 Jougan users in Boruto's solar system. Now the hardest question to answer is, where exactly are they? If you notice what happened before Tonori was talking about the stars, you would see that 2 stars popped out of nowhere during his conversation. And if you go back to the constellation map, you would see that these stars are most likely the ones right there. One of them could be Boruto, and another one could be an Otsutsuki who has the Jougan on another planet. This is a crazy discovery, and if this ends up being true, this will be one of my greatest predictions. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you're new, because this theory is crazy in my opinion. So even though the Jougan hasn't had a lot of screen time, there are a few abilities that we can notice. First, the Jougan gives its user access to all dimensions quite easily. In the anime, we see Sasuke always saying that he can't use too much of his chakra because he needs a lot of chakra to use his dimensional powers. However, the Jougan doesn't seem to require chakra at all. Next, the Jougan allows its user to be able to see people's dark chakra or intentions, which was shown during the new arc. In addition, the Jougan allows its user to see hidden things. This was evident during the Urashiki arc, where Urashiki tried to sneak up on Gaara's son and attack him, but Boruto was able to see and predict his next move. Lastly, the Jougan gives its user better senses and makes them sharper, similar to the Sharingan. This was shown during the Momoshiki arc, where Boruto was able to dodge and counter one of Momoshiki's attacks when he was only a genin. Remember, Momoshiki was clapping the likes of the Kages, Sasuke, and Naruto at a certain point, and Boruto, a 12-year-old kid, was able to dodge one of his moves. But there is something that we're not aware of, or that anybody is talking about, and one of my subscribers, Ted, has made me aware of this. This is that the Lee village is in great danger. This danger is not from Code, Ida, or Damien, it is way worse. The people who are really in danger are Boruto and Kawaki, but mostly Boruto. This is because Boruto and Kawaki have now become Otsutsukis, but they are not truly part of the clan. Momoshiki and Ichiki's failure is seen as a disgrace to the Otsutsuki clan, as they are so prideful. so the only option would be to get rid of Boruto and Kawaki, as they are Otsuzukis who are not even part of their clan. So none of the Otsutsuki's rules, which are meant to keep the balance of power, really apply to Boruto and Kawaki. This makes them a threat. This goes along with what Code said, as he told Kawaki it would be best to take his loved ones out of this planet, as it will become uninhabitable for people who cannot fight against Otsuzukis. The thing is, some other Otsutsuki will have to come and clean up the failures that Momoshiki and Ishiki made. Because of this, we have to take a deep dive into the Otsuzukis themselves and find out a little bit more about them. So Dark Power proposes an interesting theory on that subject. He claims that Orochimaru is the descendant of the Otsutsuki, as his great-great-grandfather could potentially be an Otsutsuki. Orochimaru's similarities to the Otsutsukis can be seen in many ways during the series. First of all, Orochimaru is white, and we know little to nothing about his clan. And in addition, if you pay attention to Orochimaru's jutsus, you would see that they match up quite easily to the Otsutsuki. First of all, throughout the whole Naruto series, Orochimaru has always been so serious about having and making his own vessel, as he wanted to obtain some level of immortality. This desire matches up perfectly to the Otsutsuki's beliefs, as they make fun of humans for being bound to such small lives and that they are not able to pass down their abilities. In addition, pay attention to the curse mark. You can't tell me that these jutsus are not similar and practically the same as the karma seal. This matches up with biology, as clans or organisms tend to behave in the same way instinctively. This is why clans have jutsus that other clans cannot perform. These types of jutsus are known as Kekkei Genkais. Furthermore, Shikamaru's family has always produced some of the smartest characters in the series because of the genes that are found in their clan or family. This is why Orochimaru has this innate desire, which matches up perfectly with the Otsutsuki will. And similarities in Boruto and Naruto do not end up there, as when I watch Boruto, I always seem to notice the similarity between Boruto and Kakashi. According to Momoshiki, Boruto will lose everything, and there is not another character who in my opinion has suffered and endured more pain and sorrow than Kakashi. Kakashi lost all his loved ones and told Sasuke that he has no loved one left. This is probably a lie because he has my guy, but this just shows to us how much pain Kakashi has gone through. Boruto and Kakashi both share a scar on their dojutsu eye, but the question is, does Boruto have the same eye condition as Kakashi, meaning that Boruto can never turn off his Jougan? Juju has the perfect theory for Boruto's possible eye problem. He believes that Boruto may have a similar condition to Kakashi, where he cannot turn off his ocular jutsu. And subscribe to his YouTube channel because I will only be talking about a small proportion of his theory, as I do not want to steal the whole theory for myself. If you go back and watch the first few seconds of Boruto, you will notice that Boruto never opened his eye with the Jougan. And when he opens his eye, he automatically has the Jougan. This could possibly mean that Boruto has to use his karma to awaken the Jougan, and that its abilities are linked in some type of way. If you check the karma patterns, you can see that it is somewhat attached to it. Another possibility is that something may have happened when Boruto finally awakened the Jougan, which could have caused it to be permanently activated. This would mean that Boruto's eye problem is definitely linked to his scar. So now the question is, how did Boruto get his scar? Watch this video right here to find out just how he got it.